My name's Seb Gotch. I play with Victoria. I'm a batsman. I was a keeper, but I've sort of given that the flick at the moment, just concentrating on the batting. I played a lot of sport as a youngster. I had older brothers and a dad who was heavily involved in the sporting industry, so football and cricket at my house were the top of the charts. It was inside, outside, just non-stop all the time. So I played a lot of football, development squads, TAC Cup, and then Metro after that. And the main focus was to try and go on a little bit further and make something out of that, but there was always cricket to fall back onto. And whilst it was my second love at one stage, it has now developed into a more realistic chance and something that I can dedicate time to and have fun making a living out of, I guess.
You had some early success in terms of being selected in the Australian under-19 team. How was that?
It was good. It was interesting. We went over to Dubai and played some games over there with blokes I've never played with before. So it was full on. It was hard to get into the mould of the team and work out everyone's personalities. But I guess at that age, it's great to be exposed to that sort of cricket and that standard and moving away from home and having that that comfortability and that standard to your life just taken away from you and experiencing something outside of Australia, I guess. So I really enjoyed it. It opened me up to a world outside of just playing for your club and going out there and hitting a cricket ball. And it was really beneficial for my development at that age.
After that, though, you hit a little bit of a mental or emotional roadblock. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened there and what took place?
Yeah, sure. I guess I put a lot of time and effort into football and cricket from, I guess, 15 to 18, 19. So it was 6 months of footy, training 3 times a week, and then 6 months of cricket, same thing. And there was that clash where you'd be training for both, and it'd be 5 nights, play on the weekend, school, year 12, all those sort of things. So it was pretty full on. There was just no downtime, and got to the point where playing sport wasn't as fun anymore. It was just so much sport. It was a little bit repetitive, and there was no release. A lot of blokes in there have talked about release, playing golf, doing something outside of sport. There wasn't really any time for that. So yeah, for me, it got to that mental point where I said the best thing for me right now is just have a bit of time off cricket, focus on some other things, do a bit of uni, play some other sports, play some golf, go on a few holidays here and there. And look, in reflection, I think it was a really good idea. It worked for me. I came back fresher. That desire came back, and there's a little bit more balance in my life now, which I'm really grateful for. That I had the right people talking me through those processes. You're always sort of the better player in your sport, your footy, your cricket, and you got through that junior football and junior cricket just sort of getting through on your skill and not really having to work as hard as a lot of other people. So once I got to that higher level and saw these blokes working their guts off, it wasn't disappointing that I wasn't working as hard as them. It was just a bit confronting, and the fact that I didn't understand the whole process of how to become a better player, that just hit me hard, I guess. And the more I've learnt about those processes, it's become a little bit easier. But yeah, that expectation I had of myself of remaining the best, no matter what level I played, was pretty tough. I made a few changes in the cricket world of just a little technical change here or there, or just worked on a few mindset things when I go out to bat. But look, I'm at a great club in Melbourne, and it's just fantastic. The people there, the environment, the facilities, everything's great. So I can't blame anyone. I can't blame anything. I can't blame not having this or that for my performance. So it's all based on you've got what you need, make the most of it. So yeah, I think I'm just taking my opportunities and trying to really get the best out of myself and the best out of the club and the team, and it's working so far.
At the start of last season, you were playing in the second 11 at Premier Cricket level. You must pinch yourself to be on contract at this point. Yeah,
it's a bit of a shock. My first game back from the year out, I went out there and they said, go and move the run rate on. I made a second ball duck, and I walked off the field and I thought, Jesus, this is going to be a pretty tough year, I guess. But the next 5 games after that, I made, I think, 60 plus in those next 5 games, and couldn't really crack back into the first, and finally got 100, and they got me back in there, and things opened up. We had a bit of a batting collapse, and I got shoved in there and sort of scrapped a few runs and cemented my spot in that team. And there are a few blokes there that still were a bit iffy about the return and felt that I let them down 2 years ago in leaving, but I think my main focus was perform, help the team win games and try and win that respect back and that trust back. And I'd like to think that I have done that so far. So,
throughout your sporting career, and even in the last sort of 12 months, who've been the big influences on you?
Oh, look, there's, everyone helps you out at different stages of your career, but I did a lot of work with Steve Maddox. He used to come down to the park with me and throw ball after ball at me for a while, and I do owe a lot of success to him technical-wise. He was fantastic. He didn't try and change my game too much, but just added a few things in there that made me a better cricketer. Adam Dale at Melbourne, who you would have dealt a lot with, is phenomenal. His way he interacts with people on such a great level that whether you're the smartest man in the world or you're just your basic human, he can bring himself down to your level and communicate with you really well. And he's been fantastic for me. I've really enjoyed talking to him about cricket, talking to him about my game, and I guess I owe a lot of that strategical side that I've developed to him and the way he's helped me over the last couple of years.
Now that you're within the Victorian setup, what's been your initial impressions?
It's been very fun. It's been fun. I came in with a bit of a nervous feeling that it was going to be pretty tough in cricket, but the guys there, the older blokes, Matty Wade, Bob Quiney, all those sort of fellas are fantastic. They interact with all the young blokes, and they genuinely want to see everyone else get better and make the place a better place. So it's pretty hard not to become a better cricketer when you're around those sort of guys, and it's just great to be in that environment, always getting better.
Off the field, how are you spending your time?
At uni, doing a marketing course. So I'm about halfway through that, it's been good. It's a little bit different, but I've enjoyed that, and it's taken my mind away from cricket. And there's been a lot of golf, and I'm running for DLR and in the VAFA, and they're currently fighting a relegation battle. So there's an exciting couple of weeks coming up with that, and all those things are balancing out really well.
And your own ambitions for the summer ahead?
Oh, look, just to have a good year. I don't see myself playing a lot of first-class cricket. I'm really focused on playing a lot of good club cricket, and when I'm in the second 11 team, making the most of that. But look, I'm not trying to set goals that are unreachable. I'm pretty happy just doing whatever I can and playing the best cricket I can in whatever grade I've been put in. So we'll see how we go from there.
Do you think your ability to play in all forms of the game is something that will hold you in good stead?
I hope so. I'm trying to keep a good balance between 2020 to 4-day cricket. There's still a lot of work I have to do with the 4-day cricket in terms of technique-wise, but I guess having that string to your bow where you can change and you can perform at different levels will be really handy for other forms, Big Bash, IPL, and all those sort of things. So.
No worries. Well, Seb, we wish you all the best. Thanks for being with us, and hope you have a great summer.
No worries. Thanks for that, Dave. Cheers.